Hello and welcome to episode 214 of our multi-leveling journey. We find ourselves on a new mage, and so let's get into the retire.
The vicious trolls that populate the numerous jungle isles of the South Seas are renowned for their cruelty and dark mysticism. Barbarous and superstitious, they carry a seething hatred for all other races. Long since exiled from its ancestral homeland in Stranglethorn Vale, the Darkspear tribe was nearly destroyed by rampaging murlocs. Rescued by the young war chief Thrall and his orcish warriors, the Darkspear tribe swore allegiance to the Horde. Led by the cunning shadow hunter Vol'jin, the Darkspears now make their home in Durotar, along with their orcish allies. As one of the only surviving Darkspears, it falls to you to reclaim the glory of your tribe.
So let's get into it. When we hit talents, we're going to go for a single target leveling spec, I think, over an AoE, and hopefully that's going to prove to be more speedy for how we've been playing. So I'm not gonna try and omit anything at all. I think we'll just kind of do what we did with quests initially last time, because I do like the additional reputation gains. However, on the troll, we should hit honoured with, well, at least 3 factions really quickly.
Lukta, go with honor.
Samsung Dabu. Go forth to victory.
How you doing, man? Bye-bye now. You be careful, man.
Strength and honor. Look strength. May your blades never dull.
Cactus, apples, and then spotted worker tails. Wow. 4 spells, 2 resists. Yikes. Hello again. Welcome back, Almost Pirate. We'll get one more Scorpion Worker tail. And then try and kill Sarkov. And the last tail. Awesome. I am going to try and be as reputation efficient as I can be. I'm not going to go out of my way like I did last time. But I will be hopping starter zones to make things a little bit more functional.
Speak, friend, for the Horde.
What can I do for you? Farewell.
Dabu. Go with honor. Strength.
Glory to the Horde.
Aye, man. Be good.
Yes, ideally. If you look at total leveling cost, you've got 212 gold. So if you can save the majority of 21 gold, it's pretty helpful.
Be safe.
I mean, it's not just that. You've got repair costs, of course. You've got profession training costs as well. And all of those add up to quite a lot over time. Well, depending on your professions, of course. But I think it matters more while you're leveling than once you hit 60. Because once you hit 60, 20 gold is, yeah, it's whatever. While you're leveling, however, 20 gold is getting your mount that much earlier, or being able to afford dual spec.
Okey-dokey.
Although I must say that the next character that perishes, I'm highly tempted to download the Ultra add-on
Strength.
and start a quest journey there.
How are you? Spirits be with you, man.
really want to get the pick. One looks fairly clear. Oh, someone else died. And head back out for the vile familiars. That is 12. So we should be pretty close to level 5 now. When we hand these in. And then we'll head into the cave. Do the Yarog Bane Shadow quest.
Speak, friend. May your blades never dull.
Mokra. May your blades never dull. Strength.
Mogra. Dabu.
Right. Burning Blade Medallion from Yargbane Shadow then. Need to go into the cave all the way to the back. The only question really is which route. Ah, well. Maybe it's not clear in the first place. That's 5. Mob is dead. If you didn't know, you can jump from that rock up to here. And then Hearthstone. This will take us back to our starting location. Yeah, so you jump up onto the rock and then kind of to the left there's a little slope that you can land on easily.
Fight well, friend. Don't walk to victory. Fight well, friend.
Won't be shy. Good to meet ya.
I blasted 6.
Zug zug. Be safe.
It's a handy little shortcut to know if you find yourself down and needing to get up. There are a few of those caves throughout the world. Skull Rock is one, of course. I think there's another one in Burning Steps. There's an ogre mound here. One of the caves in there has it. And don't make the mistake of trying to jump like from the rock straight to the rock in front of you. I think sometimes it's doable, but it's a really hard jump. But jumping to the left onto the little sloped bit is super easy.
Loktar, for the Horde.
What you want? Later. Who you be? Okie
Walk now.
See ya later.
Come back for those later. Want Spirit again later. It's level 7. Level 8. So we're going to run up to Razor Hill. That's the last bit of the Barrens that we need for the moment. And we'll head into Turasol Glades. Skull Rock, yeah, hopping between the zones, it does smooth out danger, I suppose, as well. There is some risk running through the Barrens, of course, at level 7. But I think generally if you're paying attention, it's not really an issue. Yeah, the number of people who get impatient and go into Skull Rock at level 10, even 9, 11. Like it's tough in there. I don't think people really realise the Void Walkers at that level are effectively just another mob so you're doing double pulls every time you fight one of the casters.
Blood and thunder. Drink. Farewell.
And although the Voidwalker doesn't do like a lot of damage, they've got a lot of armor, so that they take a while to kill. So you get more hits on you for
Safe
that lower amount of damage.
for the Horde.
And it adds up to be
Safe.
kind of the same or worse than what you would normally be fighting. And then of course you get the people who have gone in there at those lower levels and they don't realise that, say, Guzzers spawns in, was it 3 different locations? And the one in the upper passageway around the corner to the left on the right hand side always catches people out. Like they walk past it, looking to engage a mob down the hallway,
Blood and thunder.
and instead they pull Guzzers to the left. And, well, I mean, he's, what, level 14? With a level 14, the Voidwalker. You're not going to do very well against that at 9 or 10. Yeah, so we can pass off all of those quests and come back for them at a later level. They're all minimum level 7, so we don't, in order to not lose any reputation, we don't need to come back to Durotar at all until 5 levels higher than this, so level 12. That's if you want to absolutely do your utmost to cap rep gain. But well, we go to Tirisfal Glades and we stay there until we're kind of level 7, maybe halfway through level 7. And then we can head to Mulgore. Don't think we can see the quest yet. Not high enough level. But I've been kind of thinking whether to spend the time crafting a wand with I would normally take tailoring and enchanting and grind the 160, 170 linen cloth required to disenchant enough robes to get the dust to craft a wand at level 13. But I think with how reliant Mage is on spells, it may be better to stick with the Cauldron Stirrer quest reward from the Crossroads, which we can get at level 10 instead of 13. And if you don't know what the Cauldron Stirrer is, it's a green two-handed staff quest reward that's, I think it's a relatively slow attack speed, but it's got a good amount of damage. It's meant to be a level 15 quest that becomes available at level 10, but you can do the entire quest line without any combat at all. So it's essentially a free, amazing weapon that you wouldn't really be able to get otherwise. And it, that might make up for not crafting. And then maybe hope for a wand drop from Wailing Caverns or Ragefire Chasm. I mean, if you're not self-found and you've got gear sent by your main, the quest is whatever, you know, it's not particularly anything special. Like the stuff that you can send from the auction house will be better, because you'll be able to send a blue or a much more level tailored green. Yeah, you only need 60 cloth for the level 5 wand. The Cauldron Stirrer for self-found characters, though, because I mean, obviously it's a horde-only quest, but so many classes can use the staves. I think it's only Rogue that can't. Every other class can use it. It's a phenomenal low-level weapon. I think the only upgrade that you can get instead of it would cost you something like 70 silver from a vendor, which at level 10 is... Oh, and that 70 silver weapon you wouldn't be able to use until level 14. And then once you've got the Cauldron Stirrer, your next staff weapon upgrade is the Wailing Caverns staff. So you're kind of looking at level 20. So it lasts you a good 10 levels. It's good for warriors, it's good for shamans, it's good for priests, warlocks, mages, basically any class. I think the only class that can't use it is the rogue. Gonna set our hearthstone in the inn here, although it might not be up in time for us to use it soon.
I haven't got all day. Embrace the shadow.
I would love to have lucked out on a bag by now, but we have not. And we're going to pick up every level 6 quest and below.
What now? Beware. The enemy is about.
There's Gordo. May as well, actually. No. Good. I don't want to fight that. Can't be bothered. We'll reset it and grab the next weed. I think also this time I'm going to skip going leatherworking and skinning and go straight into alchemy. And that will be better in the long run. At least for what I have in mind playing through this. We'll probably do the Fields of Grief. Probably. And we'll pick up that quest on our way back out of the starting zone. So I don't know if you know, but when you gain faction reputation, you gain a lesser amount for each of the other related factions. So getting Undercity rep also gains across the others as well. So we start 500 out of 3,000 for Undercity. And we'll see what it looks like by the end of Tirisfal, or at least this section of Tirisfal.
What do you require?
So we've got Duskbat Winds. Mindless and wretched zombies. Yeah, it's one of those really kind of obscure bits of knowledge, really. A lot of people don't know, and even the people who do know often don't remember. But when I was thinking about like quest routes and that to maximize or maximize gain and minimize loss, that was one of the things I really considered. Is when you think at people at max level, how long do they spend farming the rune cloth for all of those hand-ins? You know, how long does that farm take? I can't even remember how much rep it is per rune cloth turn in. Yeah, I'd have to look it up. You get, I think you get more rep for the first one, and then it's less after that. Okay, Duskbat's done. Oh, and the boars as well. Nice. 2 mindless, 4 wretched. And then the bottleneck quest. Rattle cage skeletons. Nope, got a better belt. Back. Quest items. Nope, nope. One. One mindless zombie remaining. So, yeah, runecloth turn-ins are 50 reputation per turn-in. So you need 8,400 cloth, 420 stacks.
What now? Remember, patience.
Not a small amount.
And you are.
Well, yeah, exactly. You'd end up buying it in Orgrimmar. But in that case, you'd have to farm gold in order to purchase it, wouldn't you? So the question becomes, what's your gold per hour?
Dark Lady, watch over you. Goodbye.
So that one quest was 2 cloth hand-ins.
Do not seek death.
Dark Lady, watch over you. Beware the living. This had better be good. I am forsaken.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's talking about getting to Exalted as well. I think.
Be quick about your business. Embrace the shadow.
Okay, scavenged goods. An easy quest if you know where to look. An annoying quest if you don't. And then we'll look for rattle cages on the way to get Samuel's remains. Yes, wait, 6. But, yeah, rattle cages are all dead at the moment. Get rid of the fortitude because the level 20 priest that's dumping that on us. I don't mind like buffs from equal level players, but you know, you run past them and you exchange buffs or whatever. But when it's a buff that's 14 levels higher than you, bit much. Yeah. Well, I don't get Onyxia or Rend buffs. Like what I mean by that is, like, if I happen to be travelling through the city when it drops, sure. But I'm not like doing what most people are doing and taking portals to Booty Bay and then portals to Orgrimmar in order to triple buff. Because I feel it defeats the objective of self-found again. You know, it's very easy to say, oh, I'm self-found, but I go and do everything with triple buffs. Well, are you self-found at that point? Yeah, you might as well say, I'm self-found, but I've been run through all of the dungeons on my own by a level 50. Are you self-found at that point? You know, like where do you draw that line? So, I mean, for dungeons, I'll look for a group of people that is level appropriate for the dungeon, and then I will roll on gear versus those other people, just as you normally would, with no favor, you know, no special treatment for found people. You know, no passing to give people bags, no, oh, you know, why don't you have the chest yourself found, you need it more. No. Just roll as you normally would. Yeah, I don't want to join a dungeon group with people that are vastly over-leveled for it, because you're essentially just then getting carried. But, you know, if you go and do the dungeon level appropriate, then the risk is still there. You're still taking that chance. Things could go wrong. First chest. Anything of use at all? Nope. The last spider we need anyway. Well, we're not going to be able to use the hearthstone to hand things in. That's for sure. Going to be done, yeah, much quicker than that.
I have exactly what you need. Trust no one. What is it? Watch your back. Farewell. Speak quickly. Our time will come. Beware the living. Speak quickly. Our time will
What is it?
What is it?
Victory for Sylvanas.
Conjure food. Fire blast. Fireball. Now, as far as linen cloth is concerned, it might be best to simply store it until we've got 60 and see what level we are, and
What do you
whether it's worth crafting a wand at the speed we're going. The lower level one might be worth it, regardless. And then we can always decide to keep and gather more cloth if we want. So you see the crafted wand as RNG insurance. The crafted ones are way better than any normal wand that you can buy or even get as a drop in Rage Fire Chasm. Their damage is vastly superior. It does require a little bit of a grind, though, to get it at level 13. But, well, it's self-found. It's just because you obviously have to gather all the cloth yourself. No, I didn't do the armbands quest. Whoops. Don't know why I completely forgot that. I mean, we might actually get to use the Hearthstone instead. Who knows? Shall have to see. armband's done. Then we just need the missive from the messenger.
This had better be good. Watch your back. What is it? Embrace the shadow.
Even on that quest? No. No, he's not on that quest at all. Just sprints in there, tags the mob for zero reason. After AFKing here for ages. So weird.
Speak quickly. Our time will come. Discipline.
This is 2.6 DPS. 10. 2.669.
What would you ask of death? Beware the living.
Okay. The Hearthstone timing is actually going to be kind of useful. We'll run back to Brill and hand in these things. And then we can come back here. Because there'll be a level 5 quest to pick up. And we can Hearthstone then, so that we don't have to do the run twice. Yeah, and we're doing level 6 quests, so we kind of want to do the putrid task next as well.
Intriguing. They'll all be mine in the end. I'm listening. Trust no one.
Do I want to hand that in? Or maybe don't. We'll see how XP looks.
No one.
You are.
We haven't had any good luck with bags, so we need to buy a bag.
I'm listening. Embrace the shadow. Do not seek death. Goodbye.
It's the light. Well, we have to remain level 7 when we cross the Barrens because we need to get to Mulgore. While to do the first quests still as level 7. So I don't necessarily want to hand in Fields of Grief, even though we've completed it. You stop, well, quests start to lose reputation that you could have gained from them when you're 6 levels higher. And the first quests in Mulgore are level 2. That's just something to sort of bear in mind. We can certainly do Doomweed and a Putrid Task. That's generally pretty simple. And we may even well be able to hand in Fields of Grief. We're not too close to hitting 8. You just have to allow like a little bit of room for exploration XP. I'm gonna go back and do a rogue's deal. I think back in original Classic, this quest was largely kind of unknown and like nobody ever did it because there's no follow-up from the inn that takes you back here. You have to come back to the starter zone on your own decision. Which not many people do.
speak quickly.
But it's worth 50 rep. And now we can hearth back to Brill and hand in the other two things.
Hello? Trust no one.
And so we started Terraceful Glades with 500 Undercity rep,
I
and
forsaken.
just handing in these last
Trust no one.
couple.
Beware.
We've got one more to do. Suppose the Doomweed. But I need to call the stream in a moment. So we'll hand in this one instead.
Goodbye. Victory for Sylvanas.
So 1,325 rep. Plus whatever Doomweed gives us. And of course well, no, that hasn't affected Dark Spear rep actually. Interesting. Oh, actually. Just noticed that is enough
Be quick about
to
your
purchase
business.
just a second bag. So we will do that as well. And then I will have to call the stream to an end here, but when I come back a little later on, we'll finish up Doomweed and then make the trip off to Mulgore and work on our reputation there as well. Well, nice having you here to chat again. All that's left to say once more is thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.